Hey guys, Meow, and I'm back with a video today. And I don't normally do like sort of like book review type vids, but I'm gonna do one anyway because why not? And might as well, considering the other night I was up till 3:30 in the morning reading this book. So yeah. Um, but no, I chose to do that. So this is about, and it's probably only a one-time thing, but we'll see. But this video is on "This team is ruining my life, but I still love them." Or But I Love Them, excuse me, by Steve Dangle. If you don't know who he is, well, let me tell you right now, strap in, you're going for a ride. He's a diehard Leafs fan. Um, if you watch your Trees videos, you might have seen a part where there was a Leafs fan melting down towards the end of that video. After the part where the Leafs lost to a 42-year-old Zamboni driver who works for them. God, that never gets old. That was him. Um, that was Steve, and Um, just he's an awesome guy. Honestly, it's more than just his Leafs fandom. He's huge into hockey. Works at Sportsnet. He's married. He's got a kid. Has a dog. Had two, but one of them died. Um, he actually uploaded an LFR video a short bit ago, so I'll link that in the description below, along with his channel and all that stuff. Um, but this book is basically about his life up to, well, not up to this exact point, but up to the point of when he finished making it, and um, just all the things that he's been through, all the things that he's dealt with, all the shenanigans that have happened in his life to get him to where he is now. Um, the good, the bad, the ugly, that sort of thing. And to be quite honest, it's a hell of a story. He's been through a lot. Um, he's got his sister that's has both autism and Down syndrome. Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, as someone with autism, I sympathize with that. But um, just he has an awesome story. He has a story that's the stuff of movies. Honestly, in my personal opinion. Um, and I'd actually like to see somebody make a movie out of his story at this point, because just the things that he's done and the opportunities he's gotten and the stuff that he's dealt with, it's mind-boggling to me. But the biggest thing about all of that is you have to take your opportunities when you get them. You have to make your opportunities when you get the chance. You have to make them count, and you can't take anything for granted in life, because things can get taken away from you just as fast. If you're a hockey fan, obviously, if you dealt with the most recent lockout a few years back, um, you know, not having hockey for the longest time, that's one of those things where it's you don't want to take it for granted, because then you don't have it for a long time, and it's like, what the fuck else am I supposed to do? Um, but more importantly, a lot, it's more than just him becoming a Leafs fan. It's also about how he's gotten to the point where he's now working at Sportsnet, being in sports media, which is something that I want to do myself. So this is a really good book, not just for reading the story of a hockey fan, but also for reading the story of somebody who got into sports media and has sort of made his way, maybe in a pretty much unorthodox way of doing so, but he still made it. And I was watching your Eating Trees video about ESPN last night, and sports media nowadays is not the same as it used to be. ESPN in particular, but just the way that sports media is in general. And now you look at, people like, Steve. Steve's been doing LFR, at least fan reaction videos, for 14 or 15 years now. Um, and that's played a huge role in getting him to where he is now, because the people that he's worked with and the places that he's worked for, at times they've looked at that and like, holy shit, we got something special here with this kid. um and just the fact of the matter is, you can't deny the fact that that if he didn't start doing LFR, how his life as a hockey fan would probably have changed a lot. Maybe he's not where he is now. Maybe he somehow still is. Who knows? That's I'm not gonna try to galaxy brain that because that takes way too many variables to pull off. But the bottom line is Steve, he made good on a lot of the opportunities that he had. There were some that he wasn't able to do, or there were some where maybe he took a little bit for granted. But all in all, he made his way in life, and he's now about what 30 years old now. He's got a podcast with two of his best bros. Again, he works at Sportsnet doing trade trees, Dangle videos, hot picks videos, and a bunch of other stuff. Um, it's crazy. And if you go back and watch the old LFR videos, if you go season by season by season, you legitimately see Steve's growth through the years from being a young kid, young teenager, way back when he started doing them, all the way up to now, where again he just uploaded one today. Um, and it's an awe-inspiring story. And again, the reason why I was up till freaking 3:30 in the morning the other night reading this is because I just did not want to stop reading the book. I didn't want to put it down because his story is just I can't say it enough. It's the stuff of just movies, honestly. Like, yeah. So I think the biggest thing to take away from his story is that again, you got to make your opportunities count. When something comes up, you got to try to take it. You got to take risks. Um, you can't let yourself get or let me rephrase that. You know, it's complicated, but basically the premise of it is don't take things for granted in life and make the best out of every opportunity you get because you don't know when you're going to get another one or you don't know if you're going to get another one. It's not a question of if, it's when, as they say. And I think the biggest inspiration I've taken out of it is not just for me being a sports fan and wanting to get in sports media, but also with the trade trees that he does. Being a guy that likes to go into the history of history myself. Um, I'm huge into that. And watching the trade trees, much like I did when I started doing diecast reviews, because of the inspiration I got from OBB. I got the inspiration to do trade trees from Steve Dangle, and I've been doing them with the NFL. I've been on three different ones. I've got a fourth one that I'm going to start working on soon, so stay tuned for that. Quick plug. But yeah, so all in all, I just got to say, I love this book. It was something, it was an awesome read. And, Steve, if you're watching this, keep at it, man. Doing what you're doing. You're a special talent. And the things that you've been able to do, the things that you've gotten to do in life, the players that you've been able to interview, the people that you've been able to work with, you know, the legends you've walked through the halls of places like Sportsnet with. Um, it's amazing. You have an amazing story, and I hope to meet you in person someday. Like I've said that about a lot of people on YouTube, but you're definitely one of them. Um, maybe get on the podcast someday. I mean, fat chance of that, but if you ever want to talk football on the podcast, let me know, man. I got a lot of knowledge up in here, or sports in general for the most part, but football is my biggest thing. But yeah. So with that all being said, thank you all for watching. If you've not gotten it, I got my copy off of Amazon. He puts links in the description on his videos, where you can get his. So go check that out. I'll link this LFR video from today in the description below as well. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, please drop a like, subscribe for more content like this. And I will see you all next time. Peace.